Minister, yes, Nicky Kehoe did write to you 4 times. They weren't. You replied once when he told you about the harassment that he couldn't have been suffering without the Commissioner's knowledge. And you wrote back to him to say that you were looking for an urgent report from the Garda Commissioner. That was May this year, right? May, you say that you follow up things quickly now. May is a long time. It's over 2 years, Minister, that myself and Deputy Daly have been telling you about huge problems that are not being addressed. Over 2 years. How in God's name can you say that you're dealing with these matters? Right? You're talking about a rush to judgment. 2 years. You're saying that claims not properly tested. Minister, you have the transcript from the O'Higgins report hearings in your office. Is there not enough information in that? Was that not properly tested? The role that she played in trying to undermine the credibility of Maurice McCabe? Is there not enough in that for you? You're talking about people disposing of the laws of the land. God bless us, Minister. What arrived on your desk last Monday. Oh God, look at if any of it is true, how bad is it? I'm not easily shocked. I spent my life living in the real world, and I know how bad things can be out there. I haven't seen the like of it. It's horrific. It's mind-numbing. Myself and Claire Daly have met the 2 senior Gardaí who have made the protected disclosures. And we haven't breached the protected disclosures. But, Minister, sitting down listening to it, face to face, oh my God, I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to talk about it anymore, right? Listen, Minister, you're talking about another inquiry, another judge. You talk about the new broom you brought in. Nothing has changed, Minister. Nothing. And we marked your cards for you on your legislation on GSOC and on the policing authority. We had Mary Ellen Ring and Josephine Feely in stressing the lack of authority that they have through legislation to do their jobs properly. The Gardaí, Minister, are in turmoil. There's a split in it. There's 2 camps. She has promoted a ring around her. It's corrosive. She is doing so much damage to Garda Siochana. There are so many good Gardaí, Minister, that are shocked at how she is operating. You cannot leave her in position. And, Minister, the idea that there would be an investigation while she was in place is nuts.
Time is 3 minutes.
Well, Deputy, you've made a number of comments there. I will repeat what I said, that I believe, you may not, but I believe that due process is important. I believe that the law should be used carefully in these circumstances. I don't believe in making a decision before the evidence has been heard. What we have is a body of allegations that have been brought forward, and I have said to the House I believe they are serious and that they ought to be investigated. And I will ensure that that happens. And I will ensure that there is follow-up, depending on the outcome and the output from that investigation. Of course I will. That would be my job, and that's what I will do. Quite a number of things have changed. For the first time, we have independent oversight. We have the police authority, where the public, with the public meetings, can see on Garda Siochana being accountable to a new policing authority being chaired by Josephine Feely and a very, very competent and serious board who are totally committed to their task. That's different. That's changed. GSOC have been given new powers. And I'm perfectly prepared to meet both chairs to discuss if further changes are necessary to the legislation. You've made a number of points about investigations going on over a period of time. And yes, investigations do take time. There are procedures to be followed. And let me make the point in relation to the disclosures that were made some time ago and what's been happening. And without commenting in any way on the disclosures, who has made disclosures or the disclosures themselves, I can tell the House that I am extremely concerned about matters which have been raised in relation to policing in Athlone. And by the way, Deputy, I wrote to you and I haven't received a reply. I have sought and received a number of reports from the Garda authorities about this matter. These indicate that a series of investigations have been taking place into the complex issues involved, including criminal investigations, disciplinary investigations and investigations by the Garda Siochana Ombudsman. Not all of these are yet completed. I am monitoring the situation closely and I expect further reports from Garda Siochana about these matters. And I do want to make it very clear, as I've already said, that should the present investigations not succeed in fully addressing matters of public concerns which have arisen, and I'm talking about the investigations that have been underway, I'm not talking about the more recent protected disclosures which only arrived on Monday and which I am currently considering, I will have no hesitation in establishing some other form of inquiry. But I will wait for due process to take its place and to continue, and I won't act precipitously either in relation to that investigation or indeed the recent protected disclosures. But I will follow the letter of the law and I will follow the legislation that was passed in this House, where people have a right to confidentiality and people have a right to due process. And I wouldn't be doing my job as Minister for Justice if I didn't follow due process and the law that has been laid down, which we have all agreed should be followed in relation to protected disclosures. And we are the first government. These things, as has been said already, have been spoken about for many years. We're the first government who've actually brought in a law to deal with the issue of protected disclosures.
You will have another minute. Deputy Wallace, 1 minute.
Well, it wasn't me working then. Minister, you're talking about returning letters. I wrote to you a year ago and I gave you evidence of the massaging of crime figures in the same place. I asked you about it at the report yesterday. A year ago? Why is your my God. And why is the fellow on the promotion list? Number 14. Why? You tell me. Huh? And there's another guy that was reported by the whistleblower down there and he got promotion. But you know what? The people who stood by that man in that station, they didn't get promotion. The Commissioner said in a statement yesterday that she wishes to reiterate that any employees in Garda Siochana who bring forward any concerns or issues they might have will be taken seriously and the matters examined. Well, my God, people can't believe what this woman is saying. Minister, it's what she says in public and what she does privately is 100% different. You can say that you don't have enough evidence, Minister, and you want due process, right? Was the O'Higgins report not enough for you in the first place? So let's even forget about what fell on your desk last week. Was that not enough for you? The dogs on the street can see that there was a deliberate effort on her part to undermine the credibility of Maurice McCabe. How in God's name can you leave her in position after that? I tell you what, Minister. Sorry, by the regulations. Minister, as long as you leave her in position, there will be allegations coming in against that Commissioner. And you know what? It's only going to get worse, Minister.
Thank you, Deputy. Taoiseach, you've got 1 minute.